The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Welcome to Bookshare Audio, where the voice of thought becomes the bridge between imagination and reality, and the power of the unseen shapes the world we experience. Welcome to an exploration of the power of your subconscious mind, a profound reflection on the invisible mechanism that governs every success, every failure, every joy, and every sorrow in human life. This is not merely a study of thought, but an unveiling of the vast creative energy that lies quietly beneath awareness. The subconscious mind, a realm capable of transforming illness into health, fear into faith, and limitation into abundance. The essence of this work lies in one central truth. Within each person exists an infinite reservoir of wisdom, love, and power. It is not something to be gained from outside, but awakened from within. Life's treasures, health, wealth, happiness, and peace are not distant gifts, but expressions of one's inner conviction. The mind is both the seed and the soil. What one sows in thought inevitably blossoms in experience. The subconscious does not judge or reason. It simply accepts the impressions given to it and reproduces them faithfully in outward conditions. Thus, one's external life is but the mirror of one's internal beliefs. When the mind harbors fear, doubt, and anxiety, the subconscious accepts these as commands and constructs experiences that match them. But when faith, confidence, and expectancy dominate consciousness, the same power brings forth joy, harmony, and success. The principle is as exact as that of physics or chemistry. As surely as matter expands when heated, the subconscious responds to belief. To think good is to attract good. To think evil is to invite its shadow. One of the most striking insights is the law of belief. Belief is not mere wishful thinking, but the emotional acceptance of an idea as truth. The subconscious mind creates according to belief, not external fact. If a person constantly repeats, "I can't," the subconscious ensures that reality obeys that command. Yet the moment one replaces "I can't" with "I can," and sustains that conviction with feeling, the creative machinery of the subconscious rearranges conditions to make it so. Thought becomes cause, experience its inevitable effect. This understanding transforms prayer into a scientific process rather than blind faith. To pray is to impress upon the subconscious a desired state as already real. When that impression is clear and emotionally charged, the subconscious sets to work through unseen channels, aligning circumstances to fulfill the image conceived. Every true prayer is answered not by chance or external intervention, but by the lawful operation of mind upon itself. The subconscious mind, being principle, operates with precision. It cannot argue or reason, it simply obeys. Thus, careless words, fears spoken aloud, or persistent worry are as effective as deliberate affirmations, but in reverse. To say, "I'll never succeed," is to instruct the subconscious to create barriers. To say, "I am guided, strong, and successful," is to command its creative forces toward that end. The law does not discriminate between positive and negative use. It only executes the pattern impressed upon it. Every person lives in two worlds, the world without, shaped by the five senses, and the world within, composed of thoughts, emotions, and imagery. The outer world reflects the inner one. Attempting to change circumstances without changing thought is like polishing a mirror while ignoring the face it reflects. To alter destiny, one must alter belief. To heal the body, one must first heal the mind. To achieve peace, one must sow peace within. The mind functions as a captain directing the ship of life. The conscious mind issues orders, beliefs, statements, or expectations, while the subconscious, like the engine room, carries them out without question. If the captain continually says, "I am poor, I am unlucky, I am sick," the crew obeys those orders exactly. But if the captain learns to say, "I am prosperous, I am guided to success, I am whole and free," the same obedient mechanism steers toward abundance and health. Life, therefore, is not a battle against circumstances, but a discipline of thought. Every invention, every work of art, every scientific discovery emerges from this deeper level of mind. The conscious thinker gathers knowledge, analyzes, and decides. The subconscious combines ideas, draws from intuition, and presents complete answers in flashes of inspiration. Many great minds, scientists, musicians, writers, have relied on this process, often unknowingly. By focusing on a question, releasing it to the subconscious, and remaining receptive, the solution arises spontaneously. The so-called genius is simply one who has learned to cooperate with his deeper self. Faith in the subconscious transforms life's conditions. Consider a person who fills their mind daily with thoughts of harmony and goodwill. Gradually, their environment rearranges to mirror that inner tone. People respond with kindness. Opportunities appear. Obstacles dissolve. The subconscious mind aligns external reality with the inner pattern, just as a seed inevitably produces after its kind. The law is unerring. Whatever you plant in thought will bear fruit in circumstance. This same principle governs health. The body is built by the subconscious, cell by cell, moment by moment. It repairs wounds, regulates organs, and maintains balance, all under subconscious intelligence. When one continually affirms health, serenity, and vitality, these ideas are accepted by the deeper mind and expressed in the body's functions. Conversely, chronic fear or resentment impresses discord, manifesting as tension or illness. The remedy is not external, but mental. Fill the mind with life-giving ideas, and the body must reflect them. The subconscious also governs human relationships. Every individual attracts companions, friends, and even enemies according to inner thought patterns. Love, kindness, and forgiveness harmonize one's connections. Jealousy, anger, and bitterness disrupt them. To transform relationships, one need not manipulate others, but cleanse the inner attitude. When love becomes the habitual thought, harmony follows naturally. Fear is one of the most destructive forces impressed upon the subconscious. It paralyzes faith, blocks creativity, and attracts the very danger it dreads. Yet fear is only a thought, a picture of defeat accepted as real. The cure lies in reversing that image through confidence and understanding. One must affirm the supremacy of divine intelligence within, repeating with calm conviction that faith and courage are greater than any external threat. When the subconscious accepts this, fear dissolves and strength takes its place. Suggestion is the tool by which the subconscious is molded. Every word, thought, and image acts as a seed. Self-suggestion, autosuggestion, is deliberate planting, while suggestion from others, heterosuggestion, is external influence. If one does not guard the mind, destructive suggestions from society, such as fear of failure, belief in limitation, or acceptance of age and decline, can take root. But the conscious mind, as the watchman at the gate, has the power to reject harmful ideas and admit only those that bless and uplift. Autosuggestion becomes a method of reprogramming life. By calmly repeating constructive statements such as, "I am peaceful, successful, and full of strength," one impresses these truths upon the subconscious. Repetition with faith gradually replaces old negative patterns. Just as a river carves new channels through constant flow, persistent positive thought reshapes the mind's inner landscape. The subconscious never tires, never sleeps, and will always execute the commands it receives most consistently and emotionally. The implications of this law extend to every field: business, art, relationships, health, and spiritual growth. Wealth, for example, is not primarily material, but mental. Poverty is a state of consciousness rooted in belief of lack. When a person habitually says, "There is never enough," the subconscious creates continual insufficiency. But when one begins to affirm, "Infinite supply is mine now, abundance flows freely to me," and feels its truth, new channels of prosperity open. The universe always mirrors inner conviction. This same creative mechanism explains the phenomenon of luck or misfortune. Events that seem accidental are guided by inner patterns of thought. The person who expects success meets the right people at the right moment. The one who expects trouble unconsciously creates it. The law operates impersonally, like gravity, bringing to each the exact manifestation of their dominant belief. The wise, therefore, do not fight circumstance, but adjust consciousness. Another essential idea is that of forgiveness. Unforgiveness poisons the subconscious, binding the mind to the very hurt it resents. When resentment is released and replaced with goodwill, the subconscious restores harmony and health. Forgiveness does not condone wrong, but frees the soul from bondage to it. The act of blessing others, even in thought, is an act of healing oneself. Dreams, intuition, and sudden inspirations are other avenues through which the subconscious communicates. In sleep, the conscious mind rests while the deeper mind continues its work, often presenting symbolic answers. By suggesting before sleep, "My subconscious reveals the right decision," one can awaken with clarity. Many discoveries and inventions have emerged this way, from the unseen workshop of the inner mind. Ultimately, the subconscious reflects the eternal principle that life moves toward growth, healing, and harmony. It seeks expression, not destruction. When aligned with truth, it becomes the servant of all that is good. The conscious task, then, is to direct it wisely, to think only what one desires to experience, to speak only what one wishes to manifest, to hold unwavering faith in the benevolent intelligence within. Understanding this relationship between the conscious and subconscious mind grants mastery over destiny. No longer is life governed by external chance. It becomes a deliberate creation. Every thought, every emotion is a brushstroke on the canvas of experience. The future is not something to await, but something continuously shaped by the images impressed upon the deeper mind today. Thus, the highest achievement is self-awareness, the recognition that every condition begins within. The person who masters their thoughts masters their world. By uniting reason and faith, intellect and intuition, conscious direction and subconscious power, one becomes a co-creator with the universal intelligence that animates all things. In the end, the power of the subconscious is not merely to attract possessions or external success, but to awaken inner peace, the realization that one's life, health, and destiny are inseparable from the infinite source of wisdom within. When this truth becomes living experience, fear dissolves, struggle ceases, and life flows with effortless grace. So let every listener and reader remember, the treasure house of infinity is within. To seek it is to find strength beyond measure, guidance beyond intellect, and joy beyond circumstance. Begin now to think only of harmony, abundance, love, and faith. Let every word you speak affirm the greatness of life flowing through you. The power that shapes galaxies also shapes your tomorrow through the thoughts you hold today. If this reflection has helped you understand the hidden workings of your mind, give your support. Like, subscribe, and share to inspire others to awaken their own inner power. And if there is a book you wish to hear next, leave your requests in the comments below. Thank you.